Hey Sag, what's going on? Hope everything is going well. We're going to hop into your reading. Thank you for clicking on your reading. Thank you for being patient. If you are subscribed or you are a member, I appreciate you so much. We're going to take a look at your situation with you and your person, see how you all are showing up for each other, what outcome you two are aligning with currently, okay? But first, just really quickly, just gonna do a very brief meditation. You can join, repeat if you can, if I don't go too fast, or you can just fast forward if you want to hop right into the reading. It's all good. All right, Sag, so we're just gonna breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and say some affirmations affirming who we are. All right. All right, Saggy, so go ahead and breathe in through the nose. And you can repeat after me. I trust myself and my own inner wisdom, my own inner guidance, my connection with God, Source, the Almighty, the Creator of all things. Abundance, peace, prosperity, good health, and wealth all flow to me easily and effortlessly. I am whole. I am complete. I am already more than enough. And whatever is meant for me, whoever is meant for me, will never pass me by. All right, Sagittarius. Y'all, my skin is so dry. I want to get some cards out, okay? All right, Sag. All right, your person shows up as the fish. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Sag, you are showing up as the hummingbird and the crow. All right, so a lot of you have air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? All right, I'm seeing that, and I actually, I want to get cards for the situation. Can you show me what the situation is with Sag and their person? Twin flames. All right, twin flames. Yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. And I want to get a couple more cards to clarify that. Can you clarify the situation with these two? Okay. Hope. Okay, hope is coming out. Clarifying your person. I knew the Knight of Swords was, I felt like it's weird. I kept feeling the Knight of Swords when I started this reading, okay? So Gemini energy, okay? Yeah, Sag, and you're with this Three of Wands and the Moon. That's your crow energy, especially with that Three of Wands. Okay. Okay, Sag. Sorry about that. All right, so here's your person, and here you are. Okay, a number of you may have Aries in your chart as well. This person can be at a distance right now, like temporarily. They may have had to travel, right, with this Knight of Swords, fish energy. Fish energy usually shows up when someone has like a bit of a roaming lifestyle, a bit nomadic, okay? So something about this person, their energy feels very unsettled, okay? Whether it's like, they're literally unsettled, right? They don't, like they're in between homes, okay? They, like I said, they just could be traveling for work, right? Staying at a hotel. I don't know, but yeah, this person literally could like be a biker, that can be more specific for some of you. They emotionally though, like I feel like they're trying to distract themselves right now in this connection with you. Because emotionally they're struggling, okay, when it comes to the situation with you two, all right? They're feeling a bit lost. They're feeling a little lost in the connection with you, okay? I'm getting that. And so, yeah, this person literally could be just doing a number of things to get their mind off of whatever is going on with you two. If there's, some sort of issue here, okay? Sag, I feel like this is someone that you see a future with, all right? Okay, this is someone that you see a future with, and but there's something going on here with your past, with me seeing the moon and the hummingbird, okay? What I'm getting is like, you don't quite feel safe with this Knight of Swords, fish energy, okay? You don't feel safe with this person. You all know what you have to offer, okay? I'm getting that. You all value what you have to offer, and you're very wise, okay? I think a lot of you are observing this person. You're watching them. You're watching what they're doing within the connection, okay? So I think that there's, I don't feel like you all are really talking to this person, okay? It's interesting because like there you are looking at the water and here's your person, okay? It's almost like you all are like, where are you, Where are you at? Okay. A number of you, like you're almost like waiting, waiting for this person to come up. All right. But it's like they can't see you. And then, yeah, I also feel that something else I'm getting for you is that there's someone else, somewhere else that I feel like you and this person right now currently like literally almost moving two different directions. You're going in two different directions. Yeah, like literally you all could be traveling. And I see you also talking with people from your past, or you're still kind of like lost in the past too with this hummingbird and moon. You're like daydreaming, reminiscing. You're missing someone, okay? A number of you, I'm seeing you miss someone. I feel like this Knight of Swords and the fish, this is someone newer. This is, you know, someone, you know, that you're hopeful. You know, you're hopeful about this connection, and that's why we have twin flames and hope coming up for the situation with justice. Okay? So, Libra, this could be a Libra, right, with the Knight of Swords. And it's interesting because it says on Twin Flames, Zen, balance. Okay, balance. Complement each other. Hope. It says hope is a bridge to the future, helping you believe that tomorrow holds greater promise regardless of today's circumstances. So this is the situation. Hold on to hope, as it will be a source of strength to move forward. So I'm getting that both you and this person are hopeful. Okay, like that's why the Justice card is here, because both of you, I'm hearing like both of you have like weighed out the situation. All right. Also, whatever is going on with the Justice card right now, whatever's happening right now in this connection, Sag, it's working out in your favor, potentially the connection's favor, right? It's balancing things out. So let's say you and this person had some sort of argument, disagreement, whatever. Maybe things seem like they're at a stalemate right now, but it's whatever has happened needed to happen in order to set some things. How do I want to like level things out here? Okay, so maybe for example, you and this person, right? You're getting to know each other. I just like to use examples sometimes. Not saying this is your story, but let's say you and this person, right? You're getting to know each other, and there was some sort of disagreement because a number of you could have, like, with the crow spirit, you could have left this person with, I'm hearing food for thought. And you are Sag, right? You are the teacher. Gemini is the student, okay? So I just heard you gonna learn today, okay? I don't know. So you may have left this person with like just things to think about, you know. Maybe you set out your expectations. You kind of like laid out your expectations, and you know, whoever this is like processing all of this, okay? And you know, because maybe things felt out of balance. All right. So you may have expressed yourself. All right. And so, but you needed to express yourself. And again, maybe this person said something, I don't know, but someone needed to do something or say something here in order for things to, how do I say this? I hear stabilize, okay? Because the way things were going, there was an imbalance here in the connection, if that makes sense. So before things got too like out of whack, this needed to happen in order for things to be stable enough to continue moving forward. Okay, I'm almost getting the metaphor of a vehicle. Okay, so like maintenance, there was maintenance that needs to, or like there's maintenance happening here, whether you see it or not, okay? Because I feel like, you know, with you and this person, the vibe I'm getting is that you two actually are compatible, okay? You two are compatible. And things are working out, whether you can see that or not. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you want, Sag. Abundance. All right, so keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Yeah. So I think a number of you, yeah, Sag, you know what you want. You also, like, I want to reiterate, you know what you have to offer. Okay, that's the crow. So you know, I think you feel like it's possible with who this is. And you're not, something I am getting with you too, Sag, is you're not going to settle. And it's not in a bad way. It's just in a way where you're like, I think you understand that the universe is on your side. You understand that, you know, whatever you want, you can have. All right. You're just not sure if it's with who this is yet. I'm getting that. You're like, I'm not sure. I am hopeful. And they're hopeful too. And things can work. But I want to reiterate something that I just heard. Things can work, but things have to be fair. The potential is here for this actually to work, but things have to be correct. Things have to be just. Okay? So there could be something about legalities that are preventing things from moving forward. It's almost like the universe is like, each person has to show up how do I say this? It's funny too with the yin and the yang, right? Both people have to show up compatible. There it is. You both have the ability to be compatible with one another, but something's off. Interesting. Okay. As I say, something's off. The Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor. Aries, Taurus, Leo. This is Saturn. A number of you, Sag, you've got a lot. The Saturn retrograde has brought up a lot of issues. Okay. Like I'm seeing you reflect and you're going over things from the past. I feel like the King of Pentacles is your energy too, Taurus. I just see like you're very, that's why I see you as the crow. You're someone who's very stable, wise, committed, older, okay? I don't know if the Emperor is you or your person. All right, hold on. Give me one more card for abundance. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. just think, you know, you're keeping an open mind. All right. You're keeping an open mind. Like I said, I'm also seeing, Sag, you've got a lot going on that you're not talking about. Okay. And I feel, you know, with a number of you, this connection is online. I'm seeing that. Yeah, this connection is online. So you're not attached to the outcome with who this is. I'm getting that. A number of you are still, I don't know, this is coming up because I'm seeing you as like older, more mature. A number of you, you're still missing someone else. And this person could have, like some of you are widowed, is what I'm getting. And this full moon, because I'm seeing that moon card, I think that it's triggered a lot of emotions. There's somebody who maybe like you miss or you can't see this person, and yeah, there's someone that you've lost is what I'm hearing. And this full moon is bringing up those feelings, okay? Yeah, I'm getting lone wolf energy. It's like, yeah, you can see how there's it's a dog, but it also has a wolf type of energy. And this is you, and I think you're still struggling. See, here you are, and I feel like here's your other wolf. So that's why I'm getting like some of you, there's someone who's passed on, passed away. You're missing someone, okay? I'm hearing support too. Like, I think, Sag, you're just ready for someone to show up for you the way that you want to show up in your connection, in your relationships, okay? I think you've got a number of things going on. You can handle your own. You can handle, you know, there's a lot going on, but it's almost like you're the King of Pentacles, right? With the Five of Wands. Whoever this is, you probably look at them like the Emperor, okay? And that's why you're interested in who this is. You know, you probably find this person very attractive, okay? Very authoritative, very successful, you know, and I'm just getting like their energy. You like their energy, okay? But I think you are wanting this person to show up like the Emperor, but right now they're showing up like the Knight of Swords. So remember I said unstable? Okay, like right now their energy is unstable. They're kind of like all over the place. That can be literally and emotionally, mentally. And I think for you, you would like your person to show up in their power. Okay, this is Mars. Excuse me. You want them to show up in their power, because for you, there's different things going on. There's some chaos that I'm seeing too. Like I think for a number of you, this is like family stuff. That's what I'm getting. It could be work stuff. Some of you own your own business. Like there's work stuff too. There's just a number of things that are happening. Excuse me. So it can be chaotic. So for you, it's almost like you don't have, I don't want to say that. I think you're very discerning about where you choose to invest your time and energy. Okay? That's the crow. All right? So you're like in the present moment, I I want these things, but this person has to be a good match for you. They have to be very stable because you have enough going on. Oh, so they can't add. They can't add to your plate. Like they need to kind of be able to hold their own. Okay. Let's see what's causing delay in terms of what you're wanting here. All right, here we go. I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and want to date. I just heard, why so serious, Sag? Because I feel like you all would tell me I'm being intentional, right? Like I'm being intentional about where I put my energy, who, you're serious. Okay. A lot of you are like dating to marry. Okay. So there's that. Or, like I said, you could still be caught up in, there could be legal things going on here also with justice, okay? Someone could not be fully divorced yet. That's a possibility too. So there needs to be more fun, okay? There needs to be more fun. Romance is blooming. There needs to be, more romance. Because I see a lot of, seriousness and... Okay, Eight of Swords. There's your Gemini. Hold on. Clarify. The Star. So this is definitely the mind, okay? You got Jupiter and Gemini. You have the Star. It's Aquarius energy. Again, I want to reiterate, someone may not be fully single. The Star is somebody single, okay? So I'm saying that because if someone is not fully in a space to, show up for the connection, it could be they're holding back because they're not able to fully, express themselves because they're still going through some sort of process of separation. Okay, sometimes readers look at the Star as like a card for being completely single, okay, or unavailable. I kind of feel like, because I'm getting that air energy with you, and I'm getting like this Gemini energy with your person, I feel like I'm hearing high hopes. Okay, like, again, this is you wanting what you want, right? Manifesting what you desire. Okay, the wish fulfilled. But whoever this is, there could be some sort of entanglement. Okay. Also, like I said, remember I said they're a bit like lost mentally. I feel like this person wants to express more to you, but they are just, they're overthinking it. Yeah. With the Eight of Swords, this is analysis paralysis. I definitely feel like this is your person. Okay. So what's stopping you, I feel, Sag, is, remember I said compatibility. Okay. So I do think this person likes you. They may be looking for more from you. And I think for you, Sag, you may be saying, well, I've already put myself out there. I don't know what more from me you want or need from me, right? Like, what are you, like, I think you're looking for some more feedback from who this is, okay? And it's interesting because whenever I look at the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is us with, our reality. And our reality is a feedback system, okay? So, oh, interesting. Look at okay, so you're showing up like the crow. And look at the crow. Remember I said you may have said something, you gave this person food for thought, a feedback system is what I just said with who this is. And I feel like you have, whatever you have expressed or put out there, maybe you said, I wish for ... Your person, see, here you are with the crow. It's like they're thinking about what you've said, what you're, they're processing this. But your person's trying to understand, like, how do I process this? What do I do with this information? What do I say back to Sag, right? If you put something out there, how do I respond to Sag? What do I say? And so the communication between you two right now is just off. It's off. Yeah, like a switch. You're there. You're like a lighthouse. That's what I'm seeing with this Three of Wands, the star. You are, yeah, you're there. But I think you need to hear more from this person. I think you're like, I need to hear more. You are missing romance. That's the hummingbird with the moon. Okay? Yeah, you're missing romance. I think a number of you are like missing someone in particular that just gets you. Okay? So let's see, Sag, what outcome you two are aligning with who this is. Okay. Oh, you got the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, which was what I was talking about with hope and justice. Okay, so we're going to continue this over on part 2. Your extended, the link is in the description, top of the comments. Okay, and that's where we're going to get into this outcome, how I see you two continuing with this energy, and we're going to dive deeper into this person's feelings about you, the connection with you. What do they truly want overall? How they're viewing you, how they think you feel, Sag, what they think you want. We're going to pull the best potential outcome that I'm getting for you two overall in this lifetime. Whatever you want here, truly with this person, Sag, or just in general in your love life, I'm going to tell you when I see that happening, okay, with the Time Oracle deck. And then we're going to pull the advice for each of you, the call to action. What are you both advised to do here? All right, so if you're going to continue watching, I'll see you over on the other side. If this is where we part ways, love you all. Good luck with everything. I'll see you next time.